Welcome back to a brand new video. I haven't done an update on vinyls and CDs in my collection since the beginning of the year, and I feel like it's been long enough and I've gotten a collection of, plenty more things to show you guys. So we're going to do this live on stream on my Twitch, to upload a video for you guys when I'm out of town for a day. So we're going to do CDs first, but make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I also have a Discord. Make sure to join that. I also have a Twitch that I'm live on right now, so go follow me there. First CD. These are in no order, by the way. I just got Astro World. This is one of my most recent ones within the last month. There's a place that I go to that has like really cheap CDs, $10 to $15. Some places just are more expensive, but obviously like a staple album of 2018 and one of the best Travis albums. It's really hard to pick a favorite album from Travis at this point with that new mixtape on streaming. He's just always been consistent in quality, and Astro World has some of his best songs, no doubt. The next one after that, we have the Olivia Rodrigo album. This is Guts. Now, I kind of wish I had the deluxe because the deluxe was really good that she added this year, but this is just the original album. I like most of this stuff. I think this is her best album. I wanted to see her on tour, but, I wasn't going to pay, like $200, $300 for nosebleeds. But it would have been fun to go. I do like that album from her. I think she's like getting better and more creative. I mean, it's still kind of girly pop at times, but I think she's like overall like a good singer, and sometimes it is kind of teen girl or whatever, but I kind of like that. She's starting to be more of a hybrid of just more than a pop singer or a sad singer or whatever you want to classify her into. Next after that, this is why it's in no order, bro. We're just switching it up. I don't think I ever showed Chief Keef, Finally Rich. I hope I haven't before, but either way, just classic, 2010s hip hop right here. Drill. This is the best Chief Keef project. It's exciting. It's great. Obviously, you have just bangers on there from Love Sosa to Finally Rich. Hallelujah. I mean, there's just so many staple Chief Keef songs. I feel like this is kind of just an essential project. It's one of those that I think's cool that it's on CD because it's like made in that era. You know what I'm saying? Next after that, we have the wonderful Tech by Lil Tecca. He put out his best album to date, surprisingly, in 2023. I love the transitions on this one. Again, just has so many amazing songs on it. This was one of the better albums of 2023 in terms of hip-hop and everything, and I think the cover art and everything just super clean. I've seen it on vinyl before, and I was just like, okay, I'll just settle for a CD right now, but I need to start getting more, Tekka physical copies, and why not start with that one, just because he's been around for long enough. I've always been a fan of him since, Ransom, so I had to pick that up. This one I haven't actually listened to. This is Jay Dilla's Donuts. I think this came out early 2000s or 90s. I'm pretty sure just a beat tape of the iconic Jay Dilla. I've always enjoyed his type of production, but I wanted this instrumental album because I haven't really heard much of it, so I get to play it just kind of as a CD or kind of as like background music type thing. I think it'd just be really, really fun. Obviously, Jay Dill is actually a really big inspiration to a lot of rappers that we listen to, like like a Kanye West, for example, and stuff like that. So I just felt like that was a really cool CD that was just super cheap that I wanted to pick up. And then back to the Travis Scott, which I actually picked up a lot of Travis Scott stuff, at least CD wise, because I found Rodeo again, like $12, man. You see Rodeo, you got to pick it up. I realized recently, after re-listening, getting ready for his recent mixtape, Days Before Rodeo, that there's definitely a couple skips on this album. It's not perfect, but the highs are so insanely high. But it's so cool to see, like, the old Travis Scott, the new. He's just always been top-notch quality, experience. It's always been great, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Rodeo has some absolutely insane songs on it, like Pray for Love, for example. And then, like, Antidote is where I found him out on. But that album's just really cool soundscape, in my opinion. And then also one that I got, a few months ago because I personally thought this was a good album, good EP that released this year. It's Trippie Redd, MGK, Genre Sad Boy. It's 10 songs. I think this is a duo from Ohio that has really never missed together before. They just make great music together. It was on like an emo rap, melodic style that maybe isn't like the most popular now, but I just think they complement each other well. They made songs that I enjoy, and it's a lane that I enjoy. I don't think this was like the greatest choice of a project to put out in 2024, maybe a few years ago. But either way, I'll take it. And it's cool that they did this. I think this was really overhated in my opinion. It's not like either of their best projects by any means, but it was a cool collab project that they rolled out and did a documentary and everything for. That was really cool in my opinion. So after that, we have Pat Benatar, who's one of my favorites. Older, pop stars from like the 80s and 90s and everything. And it's just kind of got some of her iconic songs on it. Not my favorite songs, like A Love is a Battlefield, or a couple other ones. But either way, I think I just kind of like her. I like the cover art and some of the older stuff. Old pop just sounds really fire in my opinion. So, I mean, I really haven't even played that too much. I just kind of wanted to get some old stuff. I think that was like $2-3 or whatever. So sometimes you just got to pick up stuff when you see it, even if it's something you haven't really listened to in a long time. Even if it's something I haven't listened to much, I just know I like Pat Benatar, so I picked that up. And then DS2 by Future is my next one. Obviously an iconic trap album, and Future's very influential to a lot of rappers today, and this is held as one of his best projects, or one of the best modern hip-hop projects, and it certainly is great. And I love that the cover is actually just like the stock image or whatever, but it's actually just such a dope project, and Future just kind of goes off on trap beats for the whole album. This actually is kind of annoying because it doesn't have like the deluxe, so it's missing the last like couple songs, which isn't even on streaming. The streaming has all of the songs, and that's like the only version, but at least I have that. Vamp, you're gonna like this next one. After that, I got self-titled Playboi Carti. Again, you just pick things up when you see them. I actually like this cover art more than the other cover art of the two pictures with him and the ladies. I think this cover art's better, actually, in my opinion. But I don't think, again, this is another album kind of similar to like Rodeo for me, that the highs are really high on like a Woke Up Like This or something, or a Location. You have great Carti songs in there, some of his best, but at the same time there's definitely like some skips on it. But either way, like this was a great first project for Carti, the self-titled. My least favorite Carti project out of the three, if I'm being honest, but definitely something I had to get my hands on because it's Carti. Oh yeah, here's another one. Fleetwood Mac Rumors is very good. I like most of the stuff on here. I think I got into it from the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I have some of those CDs, but I've definitely been listening to this like a lot more, and like this sounded really good on the golf course when I played it before. So there's just kind of some iconic, The Chain and some other songs that they have that are pretty big, and like this is the only project I've heard from them or really know them by, just like a lot of other people. It's a very highly regarded album, Rumors is, and I think it's for all the hype. It's a great alternative rock, just old album that just deserves all the praise in my opinion. Then a newer one that I just kind of shipped, and a couple of the newer ones I definitely just buy from artist website. This was just Clairo's Charm, which I thought about buying like a vinyl for, but for now I just have the CD. I think this is one of the better albums this year. I can't tell if it's my first or second favorite album from her, but I just love the jazzy production. I think she's just an incredible singer and writer, and I just think she's getting better and better. I think I just finally this year started getting Clairo physical copies because an album like that, if you've listened to it, like it's good for physical copies. It's made for vinyl, it's made for CD, that type of stuff. And then at some point, I showed Utopia. I showed this in the last video. I literally watched myself talk about it. One of my newest albums that I bought this year is We Still Don't Trust You. And I don't have We Don't Trust You. I might have to buy that one as well. But I think I actually like this one more. It has a more R&B or pop or, whatever, different side to, the album. It's not just straight, trap music. It doesn't have Playboi Carti collabs on it. It just has some of the best songs this year. It's extremely consistent. It's one of my favorite Future albums. Just Metro and him are just insane. Any Metro curated album or producer album is just gonna slap every time. And then also on this one, you also get the mixtape. The side B is on that, so you get the rap songs as well, which is really dope. The alternative covers are better for this album. There's other ones as well for vinyls than it is on streaming. It's better on physical copies there. So that's pretty much like all my CDs for now. I actually did mention at the end of my last video I started a DVD collection. Like, I have so many more. Here's Anchorman, here's Ted. I mean, I feel like you can find this stuff thrift shopping or through garage sales or just that type of stuff for just a couple bucks. People just throw this away like garbage, and I love holding on to movies. I have stacks, bro. I don't know, 30 over there now. Like, actually gone on crazy sprees of adding DVDs in my collection as well. I just love collecting physical copies of dope shit. So for the vinyl portion of the video, we're just gonna start off with some Drake. First one being Take Care. This is my favorite Drake album. I already had the CD for it. It's just, I know it's slower, has so many iconic songs from him, but it's slower at times because it's got good R&B Drake on there. It's just, I think it's his most like well put together project, if I'm being honest. So that's just been my favorite Drake album. I think I saw this at Target. I was like $25. Like, I literally have to cop that. There's no way. And then the next Drake project that I got is Views, another one of my favorite projects, top 5, top 3, maybe even. Just really consistent. I mean, maybe I don't like a couple on here, but again, dude, just hits and versatility, and just Drake's a goat, man. Like, this was 2016. I think I overlooked this album for like some years. I'm not gonna lie, I came to respect it over the years. It was kind of expensive, but kind of worth it, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just one of his better covers as well. It's just always looked nice to me. There's just great stuff on there. Passion Fruit and One Dance, best Drake songs. I mean, those are great vibes, but those are like, I always like those songs. I'm just surprised. Those are some of the more popular ones. Those are the most popular house influenced songs for sure, or poppy kind of songs. Oh wait, I actually don't know if I can. I don't know if I can show this cover on Twitch or not, so I'm gonna cover it because y'all know what the kid is hanging right there. Unfortunately, I actually don't like the cover. This is Nevermind. This is Nirvana. Actually, one of my viewers, one of my friends, producer Ryan out of the Frosty Flock actually gave this to me. I don't know why he wanted it. He was just being really nice to me. Like, shout out to him for giving me this project. It's like, highly regarded, rock album, rest in peace Kurt Cobain. It's got, some of the biggest rock songs of all time, like, like, what is it? Smells Like Teen Spirit on there. Iconic stuff, right? It's just really dope. I think that's just a dope vinyl to have. Like, I can't complain that I have that. So shout out to Ryan, actually, for giving that to me. And then the next one I have, another just phenomenal album, in my opinion, of the 90s. Probably my favorite 90s rap album. It's Doggy Style. It's the best, one of the best debuts ever, and it's from Snoop Dogg, and it's the G-Funk era, and you got motherfucking Gin and Juice on there, and so many classics. It's just kind of a fun album to listen to. There's lots of, like, skits and theme and everything throughout, so if you're just going to listen to it front to back, you might as well have a whole, a whole project of it, in your hands, physical copy. Yeah, I just, I've always liked, Snoop Dogg, so I think this is like his best project. I feel like everyone can agree, and it's just kind of iconic at this point. So another one I got here is Ty Fontaine's Ascension. This was from a couple summers ago, except for this year, actually last year, a year ago. It took a whole year to ship because there's only 100 made of these. It might be hard to read, but I got 86 out of 100. This is a trackless side, looks fire. Some underground album shit, bro. If you don't have this, bro, don't talk to me. If you weren't bumping Ty Fontaine, bro, if you're not bumping Ty Fontaine, something's wrong with you. He's one of the best in the underground. Always been one of my favorites. So I just had to cop one of these, even if it took forever to finally get them made and shipped and everything. Like, I'm glad I have 1 out of 100 of this album because it's special to me. You know what I'm saying? And Ty Fontaine needs more respect. So why not get a physical copy? You know what I'm saying? I think it's the only one he's ever made. So, all right, we're going back to Claro here. I did get Immunity on vinyl, and I bought this one on vinyl because I know how much I like this one, and I know how good it is and consistent, literally every single song. This is where she really showcases on her debut album, actually, just how talented she is. I think my favorite song is North. But I just really like kind of her aesthetic and the lane that she's in, and alternative. I mean, this to me is just a great project. And yeah, Immunity, this is something that I definitely had to buy. And then album from this year, one of the better albums this year is Billie Eilish's Hit Me Hard, Hit Me Soft. Really good album. I think it's great because it's just, 10 songs. There's a lot of maturity in here. It can be slower. It can be that type of Billie Eilish where she's singing or she's really personal or sad. But there's a lot of moments where like her singing's incredible and the production's incredible, or really trips me out at times. I don't really expect it. So there's a lot of great songs on here, and like I knew when I listened to this album, I was like, whoa, I did not expect to like it this much, and I like instantly bought it. It's gonna be one of the better albums this year, in my opinion. And that cover is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, this or the album I'm about to show you is the best cover arts of the year. I think it's really clean. And then the next album is Logic Ultra 85. I just picked this up. This was a long-awaited Logic album, something that he teased in his music or through tweets or interviews or hints for like so long, years, over 5 years at this point. He has secrets to it in his past cover arts for so long ago, and this album was so rewarding and great to continue the incredible true story, characters and storyline. And this album was rewarding. It's one of the best albums this year, and I just think Logic slid. When Logic is putting out albums of this quality and production, like by Six and him, is this good, he's one of my favorite artists. He's one of my favorite rappers, like, of all time. So this is a very special project and was worth the wait, and it's kind of everything I wanted, if I'm being honest, from a prequel to the original The Incredible True Story. Got another Logic one here. Go Logic back to back. Another top album for me, and it's No Pressure. This came out 2020. It was his retirement album. He obviously didn't retire, but the quality, the raps are insane. Really, just like the first, I think it's like almost like 9 songs or something. It's just nuts on this album. This is peak Logic. This is probably my favorite album from him. It might change. It's changed a lot throughout the years, but I mean, dude, this one is special, man. Like, he's just in an insane mode, bro. Like, I'm telling you, a great Logic album is so overlooked. People disrespect Logic for literally 1 or 2 mainstream years in his career. It's crazy. And then I'm going to end it off with some oldies as well, stuff that probably not everyone who watches me would know, but they're definitely cool physical copies to have. So the first one, this was like $20. I started getting to like Bob Dylan. I haven't really listened to too many of his records. This is one of his first ones. It's Highway 61, and it has some great songs on there. I know him from Like a Rolling Stone. It's one of his biggest songs. So that's how I got into this project. But Bob Dylan and the band and everything is really, really cool. So I just had to pick that up. Is that album where is his best Logic song, aka Perfect? Yeah. See, he put that song on there because, no offense, people like Vamp would like it. But that's why it's literally on the album. It's one song that sounds like that. That's why it's the most popular on the album. It's because people like Vamp only like that song. I'm not even joking. Alright, couple left. I got John Denver, okay? And this is I Want to Live. I really haven't even listened to everything on here, but John Denver is a legend from what I've heard. This was free, so why would I not take a John Denver vinyl? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Huey Lewis and the News. 4. This is free. I like this band. I can't say I've listened to literally everything on here, but I like this band and some of their songs. So like, why would I not take a vinyl record for free, bro? I will add anything to my collection, bro. Any era, any genre, anything I like that's like genuinely my favorite, I'll get. I just like collecting the physical items. And then this is one of my favorite, probably my favorite rock album, if I'm being honest, with Elliott Smith. This is a really special project to me. It's pretty like a personal type of album. It's kind of got sad lyrics in it, but I think this is great, kind of like soft rock from Elliott Smith, who put out multiple albums before he passed away. But he's actually from Omaha too, which is kind of a fun fact I found out after. But yeah, I just had to add that in my collection. I think it's just a really, really special project. That is all my vinyl records and all my CDs. Kind of a big haul, I feel like I go to record stores a decent amount, but stuff gets expensive. And then like the DVDs I've been cooking on as well. I just love collecting physical items. It's really cool to me, so I'll probably do another update. I don't know, maybe we'll just start doing these like every 6 months or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video all the way to the end. Comment down below your guys' favorite CD or record that I have that you're jealous of. Let me know in the comments down below. But I have a Twitter, Instagram, go check me out there. More videos on the way soon. Make sure to go tap in with my Discord, tap in with the Twitch, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.